Hi everybody, welcome to A Few Minutes with the Mayor, Mayor Neville Hall, City of Eden, and we're talking all things Eden tonight. So, hi Mr. Mayor.
How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm doing well, Just glad to be here a few days late, but
we're sorry. I took a little vacation last week.
Yeah,
so
you can do that, that's all right.
You know, sometimes the girls just got to do what a girl's got to do. So.
All right.
But we want to talk about, we're going to start off with the City Council and things they discussed in this, I guess it's October City Council.
October 16th we had a meeting.
I'm getting confused because November's here.
It's,
you know, and I'm like, ooh, October. Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about the City Council meeting.
Well, we met on October 16th. One of the highlights of that meeting was the graduation of the Citizens Academy.
Yeah.
We had a large group this time. We had they were all very positive about their experience with the Citizens Academy, and then we had a reception afterwards. And I would encourage anybody who hasn't taken advantage of the opportunity to go through that program. It's a eye-opening experience for how the city works in the different departments. So that was a highlight. It was the end of their 10-week.
Did you participate in that some kind of way? I mean, did you instruct what the mayor's job was, kind of?
At the opening one, it was administration.
Right.
So then they go from department to department. So yeah, I was there for the first one, and then actually my mom was a graduate this time. So. Oh,
how cool is that?
And I have an aunt and another one of their very good friends who did it, and they just had a good time. So it's been, they really enjoyed it, and we recommend anybody who's interested in the way things work to go through that. Another item we've had on our agenda off and on for a long time is the property at 622 Washington Street. The council voted to accept the high bid that we'd received. We had a couple of bids and upset bids, and then so we finally have that under contract, and we look forward to having a new business owner and hopefully a new business downtown in the near future, because
you can't tell us yet who it is or what
it hasn't closed yet, and I don't know what business is going to open, but it's the fact that the bid process is over, and the council voted to accept that high bid, and then we'll move on now, getting rid of the property and hopefully getting somebody in there sooner than later. And then another thing with this past meeting that we did was we voted to extend our partnership with the SCAT bus.
Yes.
Which has been such a blessing to a lot of people in Eden that need a ride to work or to the grocery store or doctor's office. For a 10% match, we go in partnership with the Aging, Disability, and the Transit Services of Rockingham County and get a grant through the North Carolina Department of Transportation. And that is a minimal expense to the city to provide a great service for people who really are in need of a ride. And so
now what is so awesome about that is that you can get on that SCAT bus in Eden, and then, if you need to go to Wentworth, it'll bring you to Reidsville. You'll catch a connector. Then you'll go on over to Wentworth, do your business, come back, and you're home.
Yeah, it's used a lot, and that's what we want to see. And we were glad that we were able to extend that partnership for another year.
Yeah,
so.
I think that was a worthy extension.
Yeah, I do too. Then just some industry update.
Okay, we're through with the council?
Yeah, that was the council meeting.
Okay.
Was smooth. Well,
let's move over to Main Street, because there's a little exciting news there with the Main Street program.
With our the Main Street champion, each year the Eden they select a Main Street champion to honor the individual or individuals or organization that best demonstrates the spirit of a Main Street property. And for 2018, Terry and Faye Shelton have been selected at 5 Star Realty, and they're located in that building that it's a former Home Savings Bank building, and they remodeled it and opened it up, and they're running their real estate business out of there. So they were selected as the champions for this year.
They've done a really good job with that too. I mean, it wasn't that it was decrepit, but it had been sitting there a little while.
Yeah, and it was a bank. I mean,
it was a bank, exactly.
An old bank that looks like an old bank when you go in. So they've done a good job with, making it feel more like an office for a realtor, and they just we're happy to have them downtown, and now we've honored to honor them as the Main Street champions for 2018.
Well, that is pretty cool. So that's Eden's pick, and now these will go to the Main Street Conference and go head to head with others.
Other cities, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So yeah, that's a good honor and for them, and the city's glad to have that down there. So
Absolutely. Well, let's do industry before we get into the commercial.
okay, yeah. As I was about to say, the industry update, the water line project that's going out to the Southern Virginia mega site at Berry Hill.
Berry Hill.
It will be completed by September of 2020, and just a note that I think is interesting is so far 53% of the cost has been covered by grants, and then we're also all continuing to seek funding for the balance of that. And of course, if you get a large water user there, you're able to recover whatever percentage you do have to put in much quicker if you get a water user in place. But so far 53% of that's been funded by grants, and the construction, engineering, those things are underway. So it's moving forward finally. Got through a lot of the red tape with the Army Corps of Engineers, held it up for several years, and now things are starting to happen. If you go by, you see grading and equipment out there working, and it's starting to happen finally.
Well, to me, I think this is such a good thing for Eden, for Rockingham County, and for Southside Virginia.
Oh, for the whole region.
The whole region.
We'll feel
folks,
this.
I think Neville thinks the same way I do. We need to think regionally, not just our little back door.
Absolutely. I mean, we have to partner. We have to partner with each other, and we've stressed that for years. And all the municipalities in the city work together. I mean, the county work together, and our county commissioners, they really do help us out a lot too. So, yeah, the partnerships are crucial when you're a small municipality like we all are, and you're trying to maintain and make things better.
Right.
So you have to have help.
Partnerships are fantastic.
And I will also mention, as far as industry, I had just pulled up a list of the industries in the area that are hiring, looking for workers, like Gildan, KDH Defense Systems, Powell Furniture, and Glass Dynamics of Stonewall, looking for CDL drivers and plant employees. So if you're interested in working in any of those industries, please reach out, and they'll put you to work.
Do they need to go through NC Works or straight to the
I would imagine either one of those will work, or Ameristaff.
Ameristaff,
probably.
yeah.
I know. I see. They're doing a lot of advertising and shows on Star News, so I'm sure they could probably put you in touch with where you can get a job too. But there are jobs, there are industry in Eden and Rockingham County and surrounding areas that are hiring. So I just wanted to mention that.
Always good to know for the folks out there looking for a job.
Right.
Well, there's a lot of commercial things happening too. I mean, ribbon cuttings and just interesting things happening in Eden.
Well, this past Friday, we had a ribbon cutting at Brookdale and Beck Counseling Services. It's in Eden, and Charles was there covering it for Star News. And I just wanted to mention that this is a new counseling service that's being provided, available in Eden, and they just opened their location officially on Friday the 26th. It's on Irving Avenue, and I'm sure you can find them online if you have counseling needs.
Yeah.
And then another one coming up November the 9th at 1 o'clock. We'll have another ribbon cutting at Royalty Adult and Pediatric Care. That's at 412 North Van Buren Road in Eden. And I like to mention these ribbon cuttings because, like I told Charles at this one last week, anytime you're cutting a ribbon and you're optimistic and somebody's starting a business, it's just exciting time for them and the city. And we're glad to see people are investing in businesses and trying to open and stay open in Eden. So we need people to support them locally. And I like to talk about the ribbon cuttings that are going on. And then the final thing that falls into this category would be the Eden Chamber Coffee. This one coming up in November the 13th. It's at Elite Driving School. They're in the morning. They're at 8 o'clock. They're usually over by about 9. And their address, I'm sorry, is 202 North Van Buren Road, and it's in the Rockingham Insurance Office Park, if you know where, near the flea market.
Yes.
This is just one of the sites, and they have these chamber coffees very frequently, and they're well attended. It's a great networking opportunity. People there in the morning, grab a snack and coffee before you go to work. So I encourage you to come out for those, and that's where you can find out about the ribbon cuttings that are going on.
But you know, when you see a company taking the initiative to have a ribbon cutting, and then folks coming in and they're talking about it, and it gets everybody pumped up and ready to participate, but it also shows buy-in from those businesses into the community as well. So
yeah.
it's kind of a good give and take there.
That's what I like to promote these, because this is a new beginning and a start to a fresh business, and people are excited to have these and to go to these, and they're fun. So that was last week, and got one coming this week.
Yeah. Well, we've got a lot of events coming up in the city of Eden. You guys know how to do events.
We keep events rolling, that's for sure.
Keep the events going, and events are what make it so much fun. So the first one coming up, Chase, if you can pull, Chance, if you can pull that up for me. It is the Boulevard Parade. Oh, not that one.
That's
the next one.
We can.
Do you see the Boulevard?
I'll be talking about it while he's looking for it. It's on Wednesday the 31st, actually Halloween Day, and it is at the Boulevard, located in the Boulevard, and the time on it is 4:30 until 6:30, and it's a kids parade. They'll have prizes for costumes, and then a trick or treat, and you know how to pronounce what
Boulevard.
It's on the Boulevard.
The Boulevard.
But that is, like I say, on Halloween Day, the 4:30 to 6:30. Yeah. So try to come out and support that event. Again, the Boulevard. Every time we're here, we talk about things. They're trying to generate traffic flow there, and this is a good time to get over there and see what's going on.
I love watching them try to revitalize that area. Makes my heart feel good, because I am the person that thinks you should take what you got and use it, instead of building a lot of new stuff. You know, so let's rework it.
Yeah, well, like I said, they're working hard on events. They schedule fun things, and as long as people go and support them, they'll grow and continue to have those events.
Exactly.
So go by there and do your trick-or-treating.
There you go. Have fun with it. All right, now we are after the other one, the Veterans Day that you had. There we go. That
is on November the 13th. This is an annual event that I've attended many times. It starts at the former Draper Elementary School. In the years past, the Draper Elementary students have played a large role in this program, so it'll be interesting to see how this changes with that school being closed. But it'll start there anyway, and then we'll go to the Veterans Park on Fieldcrest Road. Just a great event. It's organized, and the Moorhead ROTC does a good job with their very impressive presentation, and they work hard to make things.
It's also a moving event.
It is the veterans come out, and they appreciate the group that puts the thing on, and then they feed them, and it's just a good cause. And if you're in town on the 13th at 9 or 9:30, you can either meet at the school and walk over there, or just come to Veterans Park right there on Fieldcrest Road, and they also have shuttles that are available between the school and the park, which it's not very far, but if you need a ride, they'll get you there to that. So, on the November 13th, if you can make it to that, please come out and support the veterans and thank them for what they've done to give us our freedom.
And I tell you what, the next item just floors me to think. It's Christmas, folks. The Reidsville Nighttime Parade.
It is. It's that time of year. Obviously, this is another one of those big events that the citizens love and support, and it's grown each year, and Star News does a fine job broadcasting it and rebroadcasting it, and you can watch it.
And rebroadcasting it. Rebroadcasting
so it. So you get a chance to see it live, and then look on there and see if you can find yourself sometimes.
Yeah, that's always fun.
But that is on Friday, November the 23rd. It's the day after Thanksgiving, as it's been traditionally, and it starts at 6:30 in old downtown Leakesville, and it goes all the way to Kingsway Shopping Center.
Right, it actually starts at they line up on Hamilton Street.
Exactly. And so it's a pretty long parade, a lot of floats, a lot of people put a lot of time and effort into decorating, and in the dance troupes and the bands, and it's a great parade, and we appreciate Star News being there to cover it and making it as big of a success as it has been. But so come out for that on Friday night, the 23rd at 6:30.
Yeah, and I think our own Ken Eccles and Cindy Adams will be the co-host and hostess for the on-air version.
Well, that'd be entertaining
It
anyway.
is always entertaining when I put those two together. And then on the 27th, the Draper.
Right. So now we've hit something in the Boulevard, the spray section, and we have an event in Leetsville. Now here's a couple that are in Draper that are coming up on the 27th. That's a Tuesday night. Another moving ceremony down at the intersection of Fieldcrest and Stadium Drive. They'll have their tree lighting, Christmas tree lighting at 6 o'clock, and they'll have, you have had in the past hot chocolate and some snacks there,
Right.
and they light the Christmas tree. That's on Tuesday, November 27th at the intersection of Fieldcrest and Stadium. Just a brief, quick ceremony, but just to get the holiday season kind of kicked off. So that is another event you can go to. And then the following Saturday, believe it or not, there's another parade in Eden.
December the 1st.
It is. December the 1st, the Draper Children's Christmas Parade. This parade's been going on for many, many years.
It's well over 50.
And it's, again, a very well-attended event. The streets of Draper will be lined with people, and the Star News will be there, we hope, to cover that as well. Sometimes it's cold, but hopefully
Sometimes it snows when Santa comes through, too.
and we can hope for good weather and not get rained on again. But yeah, that parade will start at 11 o'clock in Draper, or go through the Draper section.
Not to diminish any other parade, because I'm not, but there is just something uniquely special about the Draper Children's Parade. It's like the whole parade is geared to little kids. You know what I'm saying?
Right, and they have, when my kids were in elementary school, they rode on floats.
Yeah.
There are a lot of small kid groups that are involved in this, and it's, like you said, it's been going on for over 50 years. It's very well organized and well attended. So please come out on Saturday, December the 1st at 11 o'clock for that. And I need to back up for one. I didn't put it on your note, but on Sunday, November the 18th, the merchants on Washington Street are having their Christmas open house. It's from 1 to 5. It's a Sunday, and as you know, most of the merchants are usually closed on Sundays, so they're opening up special so that maybe people who work out of town and don't get to visit these local stores during the week can come in on that Sunday and maybe do some Christmas shopping. So it's on November the 18th from 1 to 5, and that's the
Same day as the Reidsville parade.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine. That shouldn't
That's
conflict.
okay. Just everybody get out and have a good time because the holidays are coming.
Yeah, and then I guess by that time we'll be into Christmas. It'll be time to go shopping anyway.
Oh, there you go. Well, looks like Neville and I, or excuse me, Mayor Hall and I, have come to the end of our show, but I just want to take a couple of minutes to say this was also my last show with Mayor Hall. On October the 16th, I retired. But I wanted to come back and do one more show.
I appreciate it. I'm honored.
I could not leave and not say goodbye to Neville and to all of you. So I just want to wish
Thank you for coming.
everybody well.
It's been fun, Debbie.
It's been a fun ride. It has been a fun ride for the last almost 14 years. But I'm not going anywhere. I'm still here. You'll still see me out in the community.
Right. That's the only thing. We just want to make sure you stay here.
I'm not leaving you, folks. I'm just not doing on air, and I'm not actually doing sales anymore. But I'm still involved, so just watch out. I'm headed to a new adventure.
Well, best of luck with that. And again, we will miss seeing you on TV. You do a
Thank you.
you do a great job.
Next month, Mark will be here with Neville. They'll be here on November the 29th, I think we decided. And then starting in December, I think they're going to switch to Wednesday nights. So stay tuned. Mayor Hall will be back, just not me. So I'll see you on the streets, and I'll see you around, and you'll probably be seeing me in reruns for a while. But until I do see you again, thank you, and I'll miss you.